The NFL's finally back, and with the games that just occurred this past Sunday, I went ahead and I got the New England Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers all filled with drama. Who's going to have a better season? Can any of these two teams make the playoffs? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Critical Condition. My name is Joe and I love to talk about sports way too much. With that being said, feel free to join me in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts. What did you like? What did you just dislike? Give me your thoughts on the NFL's opening weekend, and let's have a good friendly discussion in the comment section down below. Also, if you enjoyed sports content, I just want to remind you that I have other videos like this on my YouTube channel, and if you'd like to get that go the extra mile for that extra content, I also have the Critical Condition Sports Podcast that's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts. That will be linked right down below. So today I'm going to go over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots Week 1 performances, and pretty much just give you the way that I see these teams doing. As in, who's going to have a better season, who's going to make the playoffs, if any of these two make the playoffs. So let's talk about it. So for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so they opened up their season kind of rough, just because of the fact that they opened up against the New Orleans Saints and they fell to them. They lost 34-23. Tom Brady threw 23 of 36 for 239 yards passing, and he actually threw for 2 touchdowns with 2 interceptions and rushed for another touchdown. In this game, it's very important to note that Brady did throw those two interceptions, and one of those picks was a pick six that gave the Saints 7 points on their scoreboard, as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers opened up this game scoring a touchdown and then allowed the New Orleans Saints to score 24 unanswered points. The defense for the Bucs was only able to get 1 sack. And a lot of these issues with the Bucs was just a lot of players not being on the same page. Obviously, turnovers killed them with Brady's turnovers, and there was a dirty turnover on special teams for the Bucs as well that really hurt this team's momentum as they're trying to climb back into the game. My take on this is just sadly, Brady looked the way he looked last year, and I know that's kind of a boring thing to say, but it's just that boring, And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not surprised that this happened the way it happened for the Buccaneers. I think that regardless of how they lost, mostly everyone chalked this game as a loss for the Bucs, just because when you look at again, no OTAs, not sufficient time with chemistry, adding different pieces. I mean, this team just added Leonard Fournette about a week or two ago. Obviously, this team's got a lot to figure out. They have a lot of chemistry issues, a new system with Brady in place, and really need to tone down certain kinds of expectations. Jameis had a stronger arm than Brady, and that's a fact. And when I saw Brady step back and throw some of those balls, some of those looked kind of ugly, I have to say, from that aspect. So I'll come back to the Bucs on this, but I'm just gonna go over the Patriots now. So the Patriots faced off against the Miami Dolphins, and they were able to win 21-11. Leading the way for the Patriots was Cam Newton, who was 15 of 19 for 155 yards. He didn't throw for a touchdown and he didn't throw for an interception, but Cam also did add another 15 carries for 75 total yards rushing and for 2 touchdowns on the ground as well. The Patriots in general, though, ran the ball effectively. They ran for 217 rushing yards. They got 3 interceptions of Ryan Fitzpatrick on the defensive side, and they were able. This game didn't really feel like they were in danger of losing this game to Miami. My thoughts on this was, Cam looked decent, solid. I think people want to blow over his stats right now, to be honest with you. I'm not going too crazy about this. He performed about what I thought he would. He'd be decent passing. Looking at Cam's numbers, threw for 155 yards, and then he added another 75 on the ground. That's pretty much what I expected from Cam. Don't expect Cam and the Patriots to be able to have this other crazy offensive running onslaught as they did in this game. I don't see that happening. And to be honest with you, I mean, this just doesn't mean anything to me. Again, week 1, there's a shortage of no OTAs, no preseason hurt, and I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, but it really does matter. And to be honest with you, I still haven't lost my confidence in Brady and the Bucks. I feel like they have a more talented roster offensively for sure than the Patriots. I know that Bruce Arians can't shine Bill Belichick's shoes when it comes to coaching, but I feel like there's more talent in the Buccaneers roster, and talent doesn't mean everything, but I feel like Brady will be able to figure it out with his team. I feel like they'll finish off with 10 wins. For the Patriots, I still see them at 5-6 wins. I see the Buccaneers being able to get a wild card spot at least. Now that the NFL added an extra spot, and I see Cam and the Patriots falling short of the playoffs. Again, I still see this team as a 5-6 win team. They don't have anyone scary. They don't have anyone that's a legit deep threat on the offensive side of the football, and I don't see much dynamics when it comes to this Patriot offense, as I see the potential that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have. So if you ask me, the Buccaneers will have a better season than the Patriots, even though the Bucs are 0-1 and the Patriots are 1-0. That's just what I feel. Again, I feel like there's just too much talent in this Buccaneers roster with a solid head coach, at least a 2-time coach of the year, and again, a 6-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. I feel like they'll get this together. Next week they play the Carolina Panthers. I see them bouncing back from a win. And next week the Cam and the Patriots go ahead and take on the Seattle Seahawks. I see a loss right there. So give it another week, and this team will both be 1-1 at 500. So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a like, and enjoy content like this, feel free to go ahead and press that subscribe button down below. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.